You want me to pay rent? In my own house? It's our house, Mom corrected, putting down her fork with that condescending smile. And money is tight right now. Money is tight? I nearly choked. Wasn't too tight when Sarah went to Boston for her law firm tour. AKA, partying with her friends. Dad cleared his throat, putting on his serious business face. Actually, now that you're almost 18, we think it's time you started contributing. Rent and utilities. You know, prepare you for the real world. The real world? I laughed bitterly. Like Sarah's real world? Where she gets a new laptop for law school studies, while I have to pay to live in my own house. Mom's voice turned sharp. Your sister's education is an investment. If you want college, you'll need to work more hours and get loans. Time to figure it out on your own. That night, I sat in my room, trying to picture my future in this place. Working my ass off at the deli, giving half my money to my parents, watching my sister live her best life while I just existed. Made me sick thinking about it. Next morning at breakfast was even worse. 2 bites into my cereal. Don't forget we need last month's internet bill by Friday. Like I was some tenant she was chasing down for payment. Then Sarah walked in, half asleep, grabbed her special organic smoothie from the fridge, because of course she had special food just for her. And nobody said a word about her paying for anything. She hadn't worked a day in her life, but somehow I was the financial burden. So why isn't she paying anything? I couldn't help myself. Mom looked at me like I was speaking alien language. She's focused on her studies, she said, tone dripping with condescension. You should be grateful you even have a roof over your head. Grateful. For being treated like a tenant in my own house. For working 30 hours a week on top of school just to buy basics while my sister got everything handed to her. Yeah, super grateful. Then came Dad's little guilt trips. Found him one night in his office, staring at bills, sighing, dramatically. You know kiddo, every little bit helps. Like I hadn't already given every little bit toward my sister's fancy life. Mom started leaving notes on the fridge. Rent due Friday. Like she wasn't shaking down her own kid. Meanwhile, Sarah got notes like, good luck on your presentation sweetie, next to a Visa gift card or whatever other treat they decided she deserved that day. I was getting ready to hand over my first rent payment when I overheard them talking about Grandpa. He lived on this huge ranch outside town, like, serious money kind of place. He'd always been good to me, even if I didn't see him much. Mom and Dad kept him at arm's length, said he was difficult. That week, they started pushing me to pick up even more hours at work. You need to learn responsibility, Dad lectured, while writing another check for Sarah's study materials. But something felt off. The way they whispered when I walked by. How Mom kept making these weird phone calls, stepping outside to talk. Dad spending hours in his office with the door locked. I started paying attention. Really paying attention. The rent thing wasn't just about money. They wanted me out of the house more. Working longer hours. Too busy to notice what they were up to. Maybe you should look for a second job, Mom suggested one morning, not even looking up from her phone. The rent might go up soon. That's when I knew. They weren't just playing favorites anymore. Something bigger was happening, and they needed me distracted and exhausted. He'll never know. Dad's voice came from the kitchen. He can barely read the